used to feel so uninspired, and when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, and you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you
Thank you everyone for spending your time with us today to celebrate the first International Women's Day celebrated by QBE Insurance Malaysia. And I believe a lot of you will be wondering why are we having this special day today. Okay, but no worries, we have our interim CEO, Leo, who will explain to you further about the company's diversity and inclusion policy. Okay, and today we are very, very lucky that we have these two ladies with us. Okay, Catherine, who will be the first speaker to share with you how she has made up to be one of the respected person in QBE Malaysia. Okay, Catherine has been with us very long, yeah, since 1970. Okay, that's surely very long. 1986, no, the age is low. Okay. Everyone knows Catherine very well, so I will leave the introduction of Catherine to Catherine herself. And we also have our speaker, the second speaker, Puan Sharifah Amelia. She was the director of Hyatt International, and after that she ventured into being a trainer, and she has trained a lot of corporate companies. And we are very, very lucky to have her to share with us that there will be career has no gender and success has no limit. Okay, so not to further delay, I would like to get Mr. Leo to give an introduction to the International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Azim. Good morning, everybody. Now, I'm a lucky man, let me tell you why. My first official act as interim CEO was to be able to give your gift to Kao, hand it into him. My second one is to officiate the first ever International Women's Day in QBE Malaysia. So if BCO is that easy, hey, come on, I want to do the job forever. Very lucky indeed. So, I'm very honored and proud to be here, and the International Women's Day is something extremely important for the world, and also is going to be from now on to this company. My previous employer celebrated that for a number of years now. In Malaysia, all 5 years that I was here with my previous employer, we always celebrate that. And including yesterday, I joked with Azima, are we going to wear lavender, purple, or pink? Why? Because everybody there, that was the agreement, yeah? Everybody, and all the men certainly, they have to wear a piece of their clothing, either pink, purple, or lavender. And of course, I'm wearing the shirt here, and I noticed that Azima also has a piece of her clothing there. The dog, there you go. So I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I noticed it. Okay. So maybe next year we'll follow that. Yeah. So, but it really is an honor to have our two guest speaker. A guest speaker, of course, Catherine, the iconic Catherine, not 1800. I heard she was here a long time, but I say, you know, what is her recipe for youth? Yeah, if she's here since 1800 something, right? So fantastic. So anyway, so that's very important to celebrate that because, you know, women comprise 54% of world population. Yeah. And more, if you look around, Australia, former Prime Minister women, the Germany Prime Minister is a woman, my country President is a woman also. So you see more and more the women are taking over CEO jobs, they're taking over leadership in the world, and I say that in the near future they're going to be equal footing to men, no doubt whatsoever. The question is when. Yeah? And I'm a father of 2 sons, so they're in trouble in that sense, right? They're not going to have the privilege that our grandfathers had, that our fathers had less than them. Us men also have a privilege in a way, in the way the corporate world is, but that's changing and changing fast. And QBE wants to accelerate that process. We're going to talk later about some of the key initiatives. And there is no chance that QBE as a group, that this QBE Malaysia will succeed, will achieve its full objectives if we don't have a very competent, powerful, representative a group of women with us together. Yeah, long are the days that the insurance market is men only, a boys' club. That's it. That's before. Yeah, going forward, it's everybody together, and the women play a major role in that. So I'm very proud, very honored to open this event, and I hope you enjoy our guest speakers. And after that, I know you're gonna have the makan there, so enjoy that too. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Leo, for the very good introduction. Thank you. And not to further delay, I would like to invite Catherine Goh for her speech.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here to share what I think QBE Group is a good employer. I joined QBE in 1986. Another 2 months, I'm already 29 years in QBE. And another 1 more year, I'm already 30 years. So QBE is really a good employer, okay? And I don't hard sell about QBE. You can see in your own eyes, if I can say that in front of all of you. And I must say that insurance industry is a very challenging industry in this region. And there are a lot of shortages in experienced and capable people. So all the young graduates, all the people below 35 has a plenty of opportunity, be it ladies or guys, to have a good career in QBE Group. And all of you must learn what consists a good employer. Okay? It's not because it's a big company, I will say, oh, this is a good employer, this is a company I should stick it for life. And QBE, being QBE, there are so many things different from the other insurers in this country. I'm talking about in this country first. When you join a company which is already have the GWP of gross return premium of say 1 billion, their organization chart, the way of their staff rewarding policy is all very different from medium size. I would group ourselves no more small, now we are medium sized company. Okay, now we are 226 million, we are medium sized, we are strong, we are capable. So being a medium sized company, you have heaps of opportunity to prove yourself because our organization chart is very, very flat. Not like the giant company whereby they have CEO, GM, deputy GM, assistant GM, deputy assistant GM, there are heaps of them. In QBE, no, we are so flat. You can see for yourself, it's so flat. So why I keep on selling that QBE is a good employer? First thing, QBE give all of us a lot of learning opportunity. Agree? Yes. We give AMII free without bonding. One subject, it costs 1,250. It's lots of money for junior staff. For me, it's also lots of money. So we come to realize it's time to invest on our human capital. So the management has agreed to give free and without bonding. There is already something a lot of employers cannot afford to give. Second thing, we have a lot of product knowledge. If you want to learn about, say, aviation, you come and see me. Catherine, I need an appointment with you. I will teach you 2 hours. If you want to learn how to do survey, Manwai, you can learn from Manwai. So, plenty of opportunity. This is not, when you are a big organization, you say, oh, no, you learn yourself. You want to learn marine how? Sunita, learn marine how. So these are all the learning opportunity whereby the company of certain size cannot give it to you because they feel that it's their base of their effort. So second thing, why I say QBE is a good employer, because financially strong. You don't want a piece of mind when my next pay packet gonna come. You know 21st your money is in the bank. You don't have to think when I'm going to pay my school fees for my kids. No such thing. That's why I stay QBE for so long. Alright? Agree? Third thing. Agree? Yes. Third thing. QBE has a very good network in Malaysia. In Malaysia, excels globally. Assuming that some of the younger staff come from say Penang, they decide to go back with the family. You have a chance to ask for a transfer. How many companies will allow you to do that? There's something you have to think carefully. How many companies? Okay. The fourth thing, we give a lot of empowerment, which is most important. Empowerment and empathy. Because empowerment make you a better person. You be more initiative. You say that company empower me to do a lot of things. I have heaps of opportunity to show to my superior why am I a special person? Why am I a can-do person? Why am I can be a can-do attitude person in this organization? I always believe there are 2 categories of people in every organization. One make things happen, one way for things happen. You decide for yourself in your career path which route you want to walk down. Always ask yourself one question. Before you ask the organization, what can the organization do for me? You think carefully, what can you give to the organization first? That's very, very crucial. Because you got to remember, the top management are accountable to the shareholders. But I think, so long you can prove yourself, the company will always give you plenty of opportunity, internally, externally. So empowerment is a key issue given to you. All of you here must make sure that you practice it. You do it nicely, show it to your bosses, show it to the management that you are can-do manager or can-do staff. These are 4 key factors I can say that it is so crucial when you select an employer you want to be with. You do not want to select with the employer whereby you can't do this, you can't do that, everything is yourself. I can give you an example with those big companies who are above $1 million GWP. After 3 weeks with a senior GM, the laptop is not even been fixed. How do you feel? Senior GM level, the laptop not been fixed, the calling card not been printed. So that kind of company, I do not think any one of you would like to join them. Because I always believe, first impression is very, very important. So before any of the staff might come, I always tell my people, make sure the laptop, the name card, everything, table is clear. This is the first beginning. You don't have to come in to see that my desk is in a mess, my laptop is not ready, all this kind of stuff. So this is why I say QBE is a good employer, and I really wish that you think carefully before you say, okay, just because people pay me extra $300, I think I jump to another ship. At the end of the day, I think when it comes to liberalization, it may be only 3 insurance companies in the market, besides Takafu. So any move you make, think and think and think before you move. Not because of $300 you want to move on, because you are young, all of you, you have plenty, you are 20, 30 years ago, think carefully. Any question? Am I over? Am I hard sell QBE? Which I think I'm not, it's a fact. I'm prepared to take questions so it will be more meaningful for all of you. Maybe I'm long enough, I can look in and out of QBE, but some of you just maybe join 3 years, 2 years. Throw the question, so perhaps if I can't answer, I will answer another day.
Catherine, can you share with us your experiences and challenges, to build out your career with QBE?
Okay.
As a woman.
Yes.
As a woman.
That's very good.
I think first I must say that whether it is a man or woman, in this era, there's no differences. But of course, we as a woman, we have more responsibility towards our home. Okay, but children upbringing is very, very crucial. I started 1986 until now. I have a lot of uphill tasks. I have a lot of issues that sometimes I have to work very hard because as all of you can see, after so many years, I'm also the only lady business unit managers in this company. And most of the time when I come to managers meeting or anything like this, I've always been I'm the only one, you know, but I'm just, to be as blind, I think that I'm just another employee. A lot of guys will say that, yeah, they admire me, my effort, my consistency, my way of doing business. I have to prove to them that I am as good as them. In the 90s, when the top management said that it's difficult to promote a lady to be assistant manager, I voice up and say that, can you tell me what are the differences? Why I cannot be an assistant manager? So I give my challenge to him. I say I respect the decision. Eventually he give it in. It's you yourself must speak up. You yourself must say, what have you done to deserve this position? If you don't speak up, you just keep to yourself because the top management cannot reach you. Okay? There are a lot of challenges for me. It's not easy. But if I can do it, I reckon all of you can do it. What we need to do is to ask ourselves, we ourselves must be disciplined. We must think outside the box. We must think what men think. That means if they can do it, we also can do it. There's no difference the way I look at it. Now in this modernization age, what difference between the ladies and the guy? They're equal, they're equal good. You can see that they're so, as what Leo was saying, that there are so many women in this top position nowadays. So importantly is be it you are a lady or a guy, it's you yourself. It's you yourself. It's no differentiation. I think God born us in equality, to me. So you can always say, I'm a lady, I got to step back, I got to give the guy a chance. No, I totally disagree on that kind of thinking. If you want to move forward, we really have to think alike. Any more questions? I'm happy to take more questions. So I can share with you my 29 years in QBE, also in the industry. I'm only 38 years in the insurance industry. Guys also is welcome to answer your question.
Another question, Catherine. What is your opinion towards ladies that saying they cannot, they're just comfortable where they are, do not want to, no, they are not ambitious just because they have responsibility towards their family?
That questions, I'm going to be very impartial, alright, because I respect some ladies, once they get married, there are two factors. One factor is because sometimes the husband would prefer that you stay at home and bring up the kids, have a good upbringing, so that instead of you climb a corporate ladder, that may climb a corporate ladder. So this is something that is very individual. It's something depends on family by family. Certain guys may say that because now it's not easy to bring up young kids and they prefer the husband, the wife to stay. So of course the wife still come to office to say, oh, my husband said this, said that. So she's a graduate, she could be a PhD holder, she could be a master degree holder. But because she chose down that path, and before she decides on that path, she must think carefully. Because once the kids go to the PU, 18 years old, she must make sure she don't regret it. Because by then the kids will don't need you anymore. Even by the time they are in the year 8, year 9, they really don't need you anymore. So when the wife or the lady who wants to decide on that path, she must think what is the consequences in 10 to 12 years time. Is this something she wants to walk down that path? If she is, I think well and good. If she has just made a decision without thinking what will happen in 10 to 12 years time, I hope the person will have to live with what she has picked up doing the 10 years ago. It's something very impartial because every family has their own needs and wants. See, some people prefer to have a simple life, just to an assistant manager position. Some people to be high flying. So it's all been happening with two factors. Now, one is the upbringing, one is external factor. Some people are happy to live the simple life, just have a simple car. Some people want to travel overseas 3 times a year. So it depends on the needs and the wants of each individual family. Did I answer the question?
Thank you.
Any more questions? Bernice? Howard? So you're gonna no? Oh, you should. All young people here, a lot of young people here. 6 of them. A lot of young people. Polly? So you're going to be the next, no? Yes, Hadif, Mr. Hadif?
Can you share with our sisters here how you balance your working life and your family life?
Oh. Okay, no issue. My husband actually is a government servant. Okay, working in the Prime Minister Department. Whereas I work insurance all this while. I have 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. I spent a lot of time with my kids until 1999. I made until my son was Center 4. After that, I couldn't get a Filipino maid, so I got no maid. And I think to juggle with them is very, very tough. There was one morning my son asked me, that was his only Center 2, Mom, can you follow like neighbor? The mother is not working. So every day I come back, I got good food. You know? So I feel very guilty for almost 3 days. So I tell my husband, look, every morning I want to wake up 5 o'clock to cook for my children. My husband is mad. I said, no, because when Yang is complaining, so I do that. I do that for 1 month. I'm so tired. So I put him to a corner and asked him, let's compromise with Yang. Said the 2 young boy. Every Saturday I take out for dinner. Because the maid can't cook, you see. So I told him that, okay, every Saturday, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, I take out for dinner or lunches. So he said, okay, he asked me why. He's so young, you won't understand me. I said, because Mom is very tired, you know, I can't cook 5 o'clock, you know, then the maid hits up for your food. It's very tough, but I still prepare good lunch for them. I prepare, say, like chicken chop, I will put in the container, microwave. I told my maid, when the boy come back or the girl come back, you just heat up the microwave for them. So it's very, very tough because when they need me, I'm not there. But one thing's for sure that I will have breakfast with them Saturday, Sunday, and every week I will tune in to go back and have dinner with them. It's very tough because I feel neglected, and sometimes to the extent that my daughter, when she was in Form 1, because both of us are so busy, she told us that her school has activities going on. I said, okay, go ahead. Then after that, school complained that why your daughter always been seen in the morning because she's afternoon session. So when I go to see the school said that she feel that she been neglected because there's no one to talk to at home. Then she'll miss the bad company, and she go to guardian scolding, you know. So that time really is a wake up call for me. So I pull her to the corner, why you do that? You know, so she just cried all the way. I bring her to the garden store to say, this morning my daughter come over to steal some pen. So I asked her to return the pen to the guy, and I also asked the guy to give her warning. So all this was very good. So that is a wake up call for me when she's Form 1. So I say that if I still want to climb the corporate ladder, I think will be very, very tough, and the family could just no good upbringing. And the maid just couldn't control her, you know, because it's already Form 1, you know. That's the dangerous age, Form 1 onwards to Form 2. Then I try to go back early, bring back work to do, and come back to go on Saturday when my husband is at home. So it's not easy to balance up. So until today, I still feel sorry for not spending enough time with them, because now they are away from me, both of them are out of the country. And when I send them to study in overseas, I also feel bad, but I try to make it up every month, every year I go there once. So it's a big sacrifices, a very big sacrifices, but my advice is that you want to kind of compare the bad and good, but please remember your kid is your asset at the end of your retirement age, not the company, because at the end you could go back to your family. So if you don't have a good bonding with them, it's extremely tough, they may not want you. So it's not easy. I have my hard time, I have my bad time, and my good time. I think I have my good time more than my bad time, just that I feel sorry when I cannot do things for them. And because they can come and tell you that I didn't say want to bond, you bond me out, so you got to be responsible. You know, now the kids can challenge you. Then you just look at yourself. What have I done wrong, you know? What have I done wrong that she come and, especially my daughter. So these are the things that I just want to give advice that family is very, very important. Even to your mother, I regret when my mother passed away because I didn't spend enough time with her. I regret. Until today, I still regret. Because I don't have enough time to go down to Taipei to see her. So a lot of things that you cannot have the best of both worlds, but you can just try to do the best you can, and you pray to God to say that I've done my best, please bless my family. That's all you can ask. Because there are a lot of external factors you cannot control. If they want to, I'm so lucky that I discovered only, because started school in January, middle of February I discovered her bad habit. So I'm very fortunate I discovered it early. You know what happened if it is after down the road a year? What happens is start smoking, she go into drugs. You know, this I think all come to my mind, what happened? So after that I spent a lot of time with her to change her, you know. That answer your question, Hadif? Time isn't it? It's not easy, especially be a mother. Because if anything go wrong, the husband or father said it's your job to look after the family. So before you kind of compare letter, let's put a plan. Like a business plan, family plan. So who do what? Oh, I did that. Who do what? So after that, no dispute. Because equality now, you know, this family plan, who do what? It's never easy because every Saturday, those days, I have to go to the market to do grocery for the whole week, and my cupboards are full because they are all growing up and good and made 5 of us. That's my rule. 6 o'clock, I go Pasar Tani to pick up whatever I want, go to SS2 market, go to Giant, finish my grocery by time 10:30. Yeah, I don't sit down and waiting for my maid, and I don't bring along my maid. I carry everything by myself. It will be faster. I want to buy things, I'm very systematic with the list. So is this all about planning? This is called family plan. I do it on my own. I didn't want my husband to tag along so they can keep the eyes on the kids. If I can do it, all of you can do it. Thank you very much. If you want to see me, anything about making QBE as an employer, my room has no door closed. Okay, come and see me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. That's very inspiring for all of the ladies to make sure that you have a plan. Share the workload, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now I would like to invite Puan Sharifah Amelia to give a talk about careers have no gender and success have no limit. Let's hear from
I have to open my paper first. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera to the Muslim and non-Muslim in this room. First of all, I would like to thank our new CEO, Catherine, very inspiring talk, and Razima, JC as well. This is our first time meeting today. and so many friends around here. Happy International Women's Day. Okay, in a short period, I was called by a stranger asking me to share some experiences about career has no gender, success has no limits. Okay, I think today is the best day that I would like to share with you about my own personal experience. Bear with me, I will speak both languages, Bahasa and English, sorry. But just listen. It's very interesting because not everybody was given a colorful life. I was told by JC that some of you have been working with QBE for a number of years, and this is service industries. The service industry is not the same like manufacturing, but it's about the same like a hotel industry. I've been to both world, and it's very interesting. Okay, I started my career. Let's talk about career has no gender, the topic. So I try to stick to that topic. I started my career after graduated from UiTM with HiCom Group as a HR officer. So I was working there just like anybody else, so down, I don't know anything, and I have to beg from seniors to get the job done. And it's not easy working with the HiCom Group that time. So after 2 years, I climb up, and then the very interesting part, I was hired by another HiCom Group. It was Ikeda. They are the subsidiaries of Proton, the RB HiCom. So it's all in the manufacturing industries. So I was hired as a training officer for 2 years, and I climbed up the ladder with starting with 800, 900 salary that time. And I was ambitious, young Malay Muslim lady, very ambitious. And then after 2 years, I was called by headhunter. A headhunter called me. They said, Emilia, would you like to work with a multinational company? I said, wow, that's interesting. Everybody's so hard, holding their file to go for an interview, but a headhunter picked me up. They ambil saya, and then they said, okay, I would like you to go to meet one of the HR director. He was a lawyer by profession. So I was hired by Goodyear International in Shah Alam. So I was there for 5 years. At the age of 27, again, as a lady, 27 years old, I moved into Goodyear. Goodyear is a male-dominated plant, and it's a unionized company. It's very tough. For 5 years, I was there. Every year, I changed my position. From training executive, when I was with the HiCom Group, I was hired as a secretary, PA, turun pangkat. Secretary for HR director. Okay. The very interesting about the multinational company, they are so systematic, they have structure, and they have the best perks, benefit is the best. So the first year I was a PA secretary for my HR director, so I learned through the hard way. We have to speak, we have to show our performance, our KPI is our performance, 360 degree. There's no discrimination. There's no discrimination. In multinational company, there's no discrimination between the man and woman. So the first year I was a HR secretary. The second year I was asked to pick up from the director's office. You become the HR coordinator. HR coordinator, I liaise with the operators. It's a 3-shift. Unionized company, lelaki semua, and then they build tire. The third year, I was assigned to be in the production. You see, to be in the production, that's the time was very tough. I was molded, I was rebrand, I was remade. I almost cuckoo. Hampir gila, I was Because for the third year, I was chucked into the production to learn the process. If you're aware that other Goodyear plant in the world, the ladies, perempuan dia buat tayar tau, they make tayar, they are in the factory. The lorry, the truck tires, then you have to pull the tire, you must know the process from the powder until you make the tire. So I was there for 1 year. And then I have to malingering around with the mill, you know, the union with the issues, and then everybody trying, every shift change, there's a briefing, and then you stay in the morning market, you have to solve the issue, you have to see the figures, the green figure, the red figures, whether you meet the target or not. So I become very tough. I become tough because I'm a survival mode. Tak ada orang bantu saya, nobody help me. So in order to prevent the hassle, the provocation by the male, I have to survive. I almost I almost lost my personality because I become rebel, jadi kasar. So for 1 year I've been there, I was trained, it was a tough time, and I really hate my boss. I really hate my boss. The late Sam, if you know, he was the, his name, if some people may know him, he was, his full name is Shaharuddin Abdul Manaf, the HR director. So he's a lawyer by profession, he had a lawyer firm, and he's the cousin of the what we call it, the Abim, young Azam, Muhammad Ammar recently died in overseas, and he's the one. So the third year I was with the picketing issues, with the union issues. Lepas tu, I have to work 12 hours, bombarded. And then as a HR, you bukan duduk in the aircon wearing tie. No. You have to go to the production, understand the process, understand what's their problem. And then there's one time where we have to come around 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, go back to the plant and see whether the male staff sabotage the machine. So it was very tough. The fourth year when we implemented the SAP, I don't know whether some of you gone through the process. There's a SAP, and then nak masuk year 2002, Y2, okay, Y2. So the current, that time the HR manager leaving, so I have to act as a HR manager the fourth year. So that was very, very interesting. The fifth year, when I was executive, the fourth year, when I was acting as a HR manager, my salary was 3,000 plus. That time was very high because among the industry, if you work in the Japanese country, in Japanese industry, 3,000 plus is actually a manager salary. So I told myself when I was 30, 31, that I said, am I going to die here? Because you see, when you work with the best company, where the performance is your KPI, key performance indicator, with the SMART objective, nobody is going to resign. Even they are the culprit, they are the they make a lot of problem in the company, they won't leave. The turnover for that company is less than 1%. Siapa nak berhenti? And then you see, you have a car loan, study loan, motorcycle loan, and then your EPF contribution is 16% from the company. Who want to leave? So I said, no, enough, 5 years. And I was offered that time, I hunt for a job. So I applied. That time I was only acting HR manager. So I said, oh, I'm going to apply for that position, how it looks. Just test the market. So I do not know. Maybe God is looking at me that time. So I got an offer I applied for the HR director in Hyatt Subang, but I was offered in Hyatt Kuantan. So it's totally different industry, yeah. That's why I said it's totally different industry. One is manufacturing. I was molded at that time. I was rebranded. I was remade. I was brainwashed, and I became very tough. Then I moved to Hyatt International, and I was with Hyatt International in Kuantan for 5 years. And it's also a unionized union company. Poof, with the Sultan as a shareholder, this blah blah blah. And then even my name appeared in the court case because at that time I was a HR director. And it was very interesting. Different ball game altogether, different ball game. And I have to answer to 3 management. One is Hyatt Singapore, Hyatt in Hong Kong, and the local Hyatt. So every morning I have to open 3 meals. Every day you come to office, you sit in the meeting, by 3, 4 o'clock you sit down, lie down at the back of your chair, and then you feel so tired. You haven't done any, you tak buat kerja lagi, but very tired out with meeting after meeting. So very interesting. The hotel industry is a service industry, just like QBE. So for the 5 years. And finally I resigned. Not because I wanted to, but because that time, I think 2005, 2006, oh, before that, let me tell you, I became the HR director at the age of 32. That's my great achievement personally, because it was very young that time. So when I was with Hyatt International, I was there for 5 years. And I finally choose to resign. Opt to resign is because Hyatt International would like to promote me to be the HR regional training director in Bali. So I said, alamak, what I want to achieve. So when I decided to, if I choose to accept that offer, meaning that I become one of the expatriates. You know expatriates, you're moving from one country to another. So what happened to my husband? What happened to my children? So I said, enough is enough. So I choose to resign. But that time, when I resigned, actually I've already had a training consulting company. Because when I was with Goodyear, I was also a trainer by myself. So I earned extra money by giving talk, by giving provide the team building session, corporate training. So that's how I collect my money as an extra income, and I save. And I open up a company. So this is my career going on, and it never stopped. And I think that's very wonderful for me at that time. So I thought that's the end of my life. Bring up children, anak-anak besar, going to university or whatsoever. But when I resigned from Kuantan, because last time when I was working with Hyatt, I hardly be in the hotel. I travel half the world. So you see, it's very interesting because I travel half the world. I see so many people. I meet a lot of expatriates, a lot of friends from any part of the world. Then when I resigned, I moved back to Shah Alam, I moved back to KL. This is the place that I love most. So I continue with my company, training company, and then that time we had 6 to 8 sales personnel. And my husband was doing, was opening the, what we call it, the factory. So when our factory is our factory, we manufacture beauty and health product. So you see, from working in the company, so you move into business line. So we become entrepreneur. All of you are also entrepreneur because we are at the front line industries. So when the business growing big, then my husband told me, I think we should close the business, the training company. Or even though it is making profit that time, but we don't have time to prepare the module, this and that. So we closed down. So we moved. And then both of us started the company. This is our serious business, the first serious business. The company, the manufacturing company growing big, the factory. And then that time we started with 3,000 as our capital. No loan, nothing. Only me and my husband. And now the company worth 15 to 18 million. if we decided to sell to the prospect with the current business, with the current big client. So that's very interesting. Why? So that's why I want to share with you why we take this new challenge. Because as I said earlier, the business that we venture into is very humble business. Business yang sederhana, yang orang tak kenal. Nobody knows. We are behind the scene making number of people as a millionaire in product, beauty and health product. So we have a company, our company in Puncak Alam, and it's a GMP certified company for both cosmetic and product, and we have almost 40 staff. And currently, every month we are making 7 figures from the 3,000 last 7 years, and no loan. So, what are the elements that can make you climb sky high? First is your attitude. I always believe in 80-20% rules. 80% is your attitude, 20% is knowledge. If you don't have any qualification, but you have 80% correct attitude, you can fly anywhere you go. Because that's how we rate. We rating our staff, or we rating ourselves. Self-motivated and never stop. Because life is only once. Opportunity is only once. If you are given the opportunity to climb high, go. Because you will not die, after that you hidup balik and then you can gain the opportunity. Age is not a factor. If you say, oh no, I'm reaching menopause already, I'm pre-menopause, tak ada. Menopause can start at 20, believe me. If you just sit there, you don't do, and then you are comfortable with your comfort zone, you are menopause already. We always have this misconception in our mind. Lelaki kata, oh dia tu bad mood lah, dia menopause. But actually, menopause is here, not the physical. Even now, I never stop and never quit. Because we can achieve anything. So, there's an element, the key success in our story. Because one thing, the first that I mentioned just now is attitude. Second is brain. If you don't have brain, it's okay, you can sharpen it. You must have common sense, and you must be street smart. Thirdly is courage. Mesti berani. You must have courage. If you want to be a normal, because we are not born to be ordinary person. We are born to be extraordinary. The same thing I told my daughter. I said, the reason why I'm moving you, you are chosen to be in this school because you are extraordinary. That's the reason. And we never stop. We never stop because we have to keep running. The last one is the determination. Don't say that we don't have up and down, even in business. In business, you also have bigger challenges. But because I was shaped, I was brainwashed during my career time, that's how this is the end product. This is the end product. And then what is your ultimate satisfaction? Firstly, wherever you go, if you think that, like what Catherine mentioned just now, QBE is the best company. Sometimes can I tell you, people who are sitting in the nutshell ataupun in your own house, you always feel very comfortable. You think outside is better, is greener, the green is greener, but it is not. It is not. But the challenges with the company is when the employee is at the comfort zone. If you feel that you are at the comfort zone, you have to shake it up. You're gonna shake it. One thing that you must love your job. If you are not happy, leave. I'm sorry to the new CEO. No, because the sector, seriously, maybe it's quite a bold statement. Because why? Don't be parasite. We are parasite for ourselves. Don't be parasite to others as well. So how valuable? We are so valuable. So go, be happy. How to make how to be happy is with the power of gratitude. The power of gratitude is kuasa apa ni, bersyukur. We must thankful for what we have. I always feel thankful. If people say that, oh, Emilia, you are so successful, why you still working hard, going to office every day, this and that? I said, because I am blessed. God gave me another day to live. So I must inspire people. I must do my job, because my objective in mind is I come to work. When you come to office, when your boss keep calling your name, or your boss send you email, or everybody keep looking for you, that's your value now. That's your value. It means people aware of your presence. People aware of your presence. But if you come to the office day in, day out, nobody notice you, it means you are nothing. You ada pun sama, you tak ada pun sama. And the other thing is, when you are happy, you want to have a financial freedom. At the end of the day, nobody can stop you what you want to do. But my piece of advice is, when you are at any place, at any platform, make it work. Make it work. Time freedom and mind freedom. You can do anything you want. Like me at this time, when I reach to a certain point, I've already reached self-actualization. I already have everything, but I'm still working, because when I want to catch back, I want to collect back my youth. I can't at that time. That's why when I have certain hobbies that I do at my free time to bring down my ego, to talk to the stranger, to receive instruction from the stranger. That's how. When people ask me, what do you do? I say, I jual nasi lemak saja. Because I want people to make friends with me because of who I am. It's not who you are. You understand? So I think I have a lot. It's a wonderful journey, and I think women. I saw many women here. I think you can climb up. You can go to the high sky. Even you can pluck the moon. You can go and touch the sky. Anybody can be at the top. Last time when I was working, I truly said, I think the highest position that that time is, paling-paling pun I become HR manager, and then I gave birth, I have daughter, I live happily with my husband, and then mati. That's all. But I didn't know that with God's blessing, I climb up to the HR director position. You see, we charted our own destiny. We draw our success path. There's no gender discrimination. Every day is a moment of truth. Okay, I hope this is the end of our session. I think I inspired you already. Maybe you have so many questions to ask, but please share with me. Ada apa soalan tak?
I mean, you said just now that you have lots of challenges around working with your boss, right? Can you share with me, have you ever had a lady boss before?
To be honest with you, lady boss is a bitchy. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about me as well, because I'm a boss now. But the good thing but some men, I love to watch many times over and over again. You know Astro, we pay monthly fees to Astro, but they keep repeating the same movie. So I love to watch this one movie, Proposal. Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. Okay, so but the beautiful part about women being a boss, they are very detailed. They are not actually not bitchy, but they are detailed. They are very structural. You see, so when I was with Goodyear, I work 80% to 90% with men, and I'm very comfortable. I was very comfortable, but I do have colleagues at a higher level who are women, and it's quite tough to blend because it's about the character. So the dominant character. So I knew that I have a dominant character. When I'm facing the higher level seniority, I will play different, I will wear different cap. I can't remember, there's Albert De Bono, the other, you wear white hat, black hat, all this kind. So I change. You can't change the world. Don't blame everybody. What we need to do is to adapt ourselves and suit with the environment. That's how you climb the success, the level of success in the organization. This is how I guide my staff. In our industry at the moment, you see like QBE, you sell insurance. I'm sorry, maybe I just get to know QBE. QBE, you sell insurance. Kurnia, Ketakaful, whoever also sell insurance. So what's the difference? It's the services after sales and how we convince and the product knowledge. This is the same thing happen to, this is the same thing that what I do with my staff. We manufacture health and beauty product. Other manufacturing company also do the same. What makes it different? They order the same raw material. I also order the same raw material. But what makes us difference? The quality, the after sales service, and the skillful worker. So that is why I say, staff is the main asset. Staff is the main asset, the greatest asset. That's why in my company, I make the rule. The interesting part is, for example, like we have up and down in our organization. Even there are, I think in year 2012, we don't have business for 6 months. We don't have business. It's that time, I think about the recession time, all industry, they're lie low. So we advise our staff, those who want to resign, you can resign, you can go. We don't mind, we understand. But none of them resign. The reason is because I think before that, when I do not know whether because this is one of our best practices that we would like to share with you. Every week we give free food to our staff. It's been 3 years. I think it's been 6-7 years. Every Friday. Then weekly coordinator, they will buy. We give budget, they will buy. You want to eat, whatever you want to eat, you eat. Every year, is even though it's an unspoken rules, unspoken policy, every year we take our staff go overseas because we are the decision maker. So we do. We are small, but we want to give the best to our staff. And I do not know if any of the company that give bonus or sales bonus, income bonus to the staff quarterly up to 6,000-7,000. We did. I think CSR muda pun tak buat. So there are times I told my staff, I said, hey, today I feel like I want to makan ice cream. So my staff will order. We belanja the whole factory because it's a fun. It's enjoy. When you enjoy your fun, staff feel good. If they work until 12 o'clock midnight, they don't mind. They don't calculate. But we as a management, because I have gone through all the process. So we want to give the best to our staff. the most important thing, you yourself must feel happy. You know what you want in life. When you are happy, you will make other people happy. Yes? Okay, any other questions? Ada apa-apa tak? The ladies yang nak share, please open up.
Amelia, like you just now shared in good year that time you almost like go
Kuku.
cuckoo.
Gila. Yes.
So how you gone through that period? How you keep like continue with that kind of time?
Because you see, it's just like an army. I'm a daughter of ex-army. My father is an army. So I knew, you know, when you work in a male-dominated plant, they are very different, you know. They conquer the plant, they have their own cartel. I think that time, because it's not easy working with multinational company. I've been working with Goodyear, I've been working with Hayat. They give you the highest pay you want. There's no discrimination. Again, some Malaysian company, I'm sorry to say, dia punya sekatan dia. But that's the thing, that's a beautiful part. That's why I'm very proud that I come out from a multinational company, because if you can perform, when I was with Goodyear, I work 12 to 14 hours a day, you know. Because I have to prove myself. In the meeting, you don't talk very civilized like this, you know. It's not civilized like this. In manufacturing, when you go to production floor, you stand like in a circle and then brief you about figure. 7 to 3, what's the figure? If green cantik, okay. If there's a problem, why? And then they F you straight away. They F you. So that time, I was there about 9 to 10. The management discovered there's a pattern change in my personality. So they decided to move me out. But the reason why I was tested in the plant, I never blamed the company, you know. After I left Goodyear for a few years, I really hate the sight of my boss, seriously. But after I moved to Higher International, I can get things done very, very good. I mean, not good. I mean, I can maneuver myself. I can jive in myself very well. Because of the teaching, because of the process that I've gone through. The reason why I was put in the production, because I'm a bulldozer. I'm the executor. So in HR, you must know who are the executor, who are the bulldozer, who are the strategists. So this is how we work as the HR team. So they discovered that I can penetrate. I can make things happen which anybody else cannot. So there's a few projects, even until today, is still there in Goodyear. So when they move me, JC, when they move me out, I have to take another few months to be civilized again. I become soft-spoken, ladylike a bit, and then I have to. But I think that was the right time. If they put me longer there, I also cannot believe myself. It's very tough, because why? Bila you kerja dengan lelaki, when you work with guy, they try to penalize you, they try to break you, you know, and then they try to test you over and over again, and then it looks like you are. But here it's not happened in QBE, right? It's in other country. But I really appreciate. I mean, I really appreciate. Yes.
So I think the moral of the story is that when the boss is hard on you, it's good for you too.
Exactly. You must always take it positively. You must always have faith. Mesti ada apa ni orang kata, you must believe, because all of us we believe in God. It doesn't matter because we breathe the same air. Tak kira siapa. You must believe in faith. You must believe bersangka baik. Even you know that they have a bad intention or what, you mesti bersangka baik. Because I believe what I have achieved now, and I do not know what future holds for me, is because it's due to we do good things to people. I always keep 3 things in my in myself as pegangan, as a train. You must have universal value, you must religion value. If you don't have religion value, doesn't matter. You must have universal value. 1, don't don't steal. Jangan ambil hak orang. Don't take other people's ni. Don't bribe. Don't do good things to people, and God will take care of you. Easy. Any more question? Ada soalan lagi tak? Ladies? You must climb, QBE is a good company. Yes.
Just a quick question. I read that you're traveling half the world as a ladies. I also traveling half the world when I was previously. But it's a bit challenging when you have kids at home to take care. How many kids that you have, sorry?
Oh. Okay, so I think I was very upfront just now saying that I have a husband and wife. So siapa-siapa nak tackle tu tak ada dah. Just joking. Okay, I have 2 kids, 2 girls, beautiful girls. The eldest in Multimedia University taking animation. The youngest is in boarding school, 15 years old. Today, she involved in debate, international debate with other countries as well. So how, the question was is?
The question was how you juggle your traveling times with your family time.
Oh, my family, okay.
Because you see, in higher groups, right, not previously I was on project in higher groups. So in higher groups, right, usually like for example, you are in Europe or Asia Pac. You can't come back like every weekend, like Fridays or Saturdays with your families. So I believe as a jantan at home, right? To be very frank, right? Yeah, but when the wife is not around, it's like ikan mati. Environment of them.
Okay, I think that's a good question. We always try to ask people. Okay, I have a good husband, beautiful. I mean, he's so wonderful. Okay. Totally opposite character. So to those who have not, yang belum kahwin, please choose your life partner carefully. Yes.
The last statement says, come from your man. Man as a woman provide. What do you say? Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I was just joking, but it's true because a life partner and sleeping partner or partner, marriage partner is different. My husband he's a wonderful man. I think wonderful man. I remember when I was with Goya, when that time I realized when things become routine, I started to sakit kepala when things become routine, So I said, with my salary that time, and I was at the age of 27, I must make a move. I must move on. I cannot stay with Goodyear. So I started to look for a job, and that time I was offered by Hayat. Goodyear is in Shah Alam, Hayat is in Kuantan. So that time I called my husband, going for a lunch date. And then while eating, I remember that time, I told him, I said, I'm going to move to Hayat Kuantan. and he was silent. Because I'm not asking his permission, I was as a wife. You know, people says that, sometimes people say stubborn is not good, but sometimes in career, I always tell myself, I'm not saying anybody, I say myself, sometimes stubbornness is good, because you see how I am. I am very stubborn until today. I'm very stubborn. If I want to achieve something, I will do it. I don't care if people say that you cannot get pregnant at the age of 45 or 46. I say I'm going to get pregnant. You understand? This is me. So I'm very upfront. I'm very straightforward. So I told my husband, I said I want to move to Kuantan. The Hyatt Kuantan, they prepare me. They will pay me for my transportation to move my property, and then I stay in the hotel for 1 month, eat, dine, everything, the whole family with my maid for 1 month, until they get a proper house for me. Okay, back to them. When I told my husband was silent. Stop eating. I said, it's okay. I said, don't worry. Honey, I told my husband, don't worry. You can stay here, I'll move to Kuantan. I don't give him option, you see. So this is not a negotiation skill. So that's how. So I told him, he was silent. I know he loved me. So I said, then he didn't say anything. So I said, it's okay. We can meet. Then after settling down, then we moved together. So I think finally, that's why I said he's a wonderful guy. He said, okay, we moved together. So he said he sacrificed, and we moved together to Kuantan. Because in the career, that time, not to say I feel proud or what, but my career was brighter that time. So in terms of family income or whatsoever, of course we have to make a rational decision, right? So that's how we move. And my daughter enjoyed the life. They enjoy the life we have made, and then we have no problem with the family. We are living happily ever after till today. I think that's all. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amelia. Thank you very much for sharing your experiences in climbing up ladder in the corporate world, and as well as being a successful entrepreneur. I believe to wrap up, I believe that both speakers have the same message to everyone, that when we want to be successful in life, it's not gender, it's not age, it's not anything that matter. The most important thing is ourselves. There are lots of barriers when we want to be successful in life. It can be your internal barrier, and it can be external barrier as well. But the most critical thing is know what you want, chart your career path, be focused, and go for it. Right? So I will hand this mic to Leo for him to say a few things to close out this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Azima. Thank you both of our wonderful speakers, and I'll tell you what, let me tell you what I feel about the stories that both of you shared with us. There's two things that I take away. Number one, these are two very successful women, aren't they? So congratulations on your career today. And it does feel, given the energy that these two ladies exude, that you have many, many more years of success ahead of you. So you're definitely an inspiration, not only to the ladies here, but I guess to all of us. So congratulations so far, and best of luck going forward. Catherine, another 20 years with us, minimum. Okay? All right. And the other thing, I'll tell you what I noticed, which is quite fascinating. This is almost like we're talking amongst friends. There is no censorship. There is no agenda, message to deliver. And that's the spirit that this company has to maintain. And people have to speak their mind and have the liberty to express themselves. So that's wonderful. I noticed that, and I felt that being new to the company, it's something that I hope can always continue, because an environment of open, honest communication is the best one for us as a company and a team to flourish. So that was great. Now, just to close it up, I want to re-emphasize the message. Of course, QBE has made a corporate objective to diversify, include, etc. So we're going to make sure we're going to pursue those targets. HR can later share the details of the plan, how we're going to achieve that. But before, I think we have a little token for our wonderful speakers tonight.
For Catherine.
Catherine? One? Thank you very much. Now, your company gives free food as well. I've been told that QBE also gives free food. But not once a week, twice already, huh? Okay. So is that time? Okay, so enjoy your lunch. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Meu povo, preste atenção. Na rua daqui eu te fiz. Quero mostrar a quem vem aquilo que o povo diz. Posso falar, pois eu sei. Eu tiro os outros por mim. Quando almoço, não janto. E quando canto é assim. Agora vou divertir. Agora vou começar. Quero ver quem vai sair. Quero ver quem vai ficar. Não é obrigado a ouvir. Quem não quiser me escutar. Quem tem dinheiro no mundo, quanto mais tem que ganhar. E a gente aqui não tem nada, fica pior do que está. Seu moço tem a vergonha, acabe a descaração. Deixe o dinheiro do pobre e ouvir outro ladrão. Agora vou divertir, agora vou prosseguir. Quero ver quem vai ficar, quero ver quem vai sair. Não é obrigado a escutar, quem não quiser me ouvir. Seu morreu rico e o pobre